Now, despite all this damage, that storm came in and out pretty quickly, having time to uproot trees and dismantle tents at the State Fair of Texas.
Yeah, but there were no major injuries or catastrophic damage there. Fox 4's Calvert Collins joins us from Lake Highlands to give us an overview of the destruction. Calvert.
Well, Heather and Clarice, power is still out here in the northeast part of Dallas. And to kind of give you an understanding, we could not even see the magnitude of this tree uprooted until our lights turned on to do our live shot. Look, if you follow the trunk all the way up, you can see this fell right into an exterior wall of the house, into the attic. We are told that the family has left. I wasn't sure if they were here at the time, but they have now found another place to stay tonight because of this severe damage. And this isn't the only tree in their front yard that was damaged by this storm. Here you have two of these large shrubs uprooted again from the powerful storm we saw this afternoon. Now, this is not a solitary site. Other Dallas residents are trying to clean up their yards.
A powerful storm darkened the afternoon sun. First the gusts, then the deluge. It snapped tree branches in half at Park Lane and Greenville and thrust a clothing recycling container into traffic. Several signs, including this Jack-in-the-Box, were torn from their screws.
It's unfortunate that they did fall.
In University Park, two mature trees toppled over, fortunately away from this home for sale. The owner was disappointed to drive home to see the pair that once held his children's swing now gone.
It was wow, because again, they were two beautiful trees that were in the front yard, and you hate to see them get lost.
The gusts took state fairgoers also by surprise. Many ran for cover, expecting the worst. Just before 4 o'clock, fair management closed the midway and demanded visitors and staff retreat to buildings and wait out the storm.
A little rain never hurt anybody.
But it did throw this sunglass tent 40 feet, landing on its top. No word what happened to its merchandise.
I've got to go home and see if my roof is still on my house. And I've got to find my car and see if it's dented or not.
A lucky few hopped on a DART train before the downpour, but many were stranded within the glass walls of the Fair Park station, waiting a half hour for the next ride, as DART halted some of its lines. Many took senior day at the state fair in stride, still enjoying the food and festivities.
Started blowing it around like I was in a whirlwind. I mean, I was eating dirt with my corny dog.
Alicia has a good sense of humor about it. Well, the fair never actually closed. Parts of the management offices did lose power. The management team met with emergency personnel this morning anticipating this storm, and they did have a contingency plan in place, which was followed, and the fair will reopen tomorrow morning at 9 as planned. Clarice.
Calvert, earlier we mentioned about 235,000 customers in North Texas. No power right now. You've seen some of that impact.
We have. It took us a half hour to get up here from downtown Dallas because there were so many stoplights out, and it was in fact really difficult even to navigate some of these neighborhood streets because even the street lights were out. So there was still debris in some of these major roads. We're talking Walnut Hill Lane, Skillman, Northwest Highway, that still had debris in them that people weren't expecting. Fortunately, they were going slow, had their headlights on, and were paying attention so as not to cause an accident and make this an even worse situation for all these people who are without power. And a lot of folks, we fear they're going to wake up tomorrow and see just sites like this in their front yard with all this the trees uprooted, all the debris, and hopefully not any roof or exterior damage like these folks have.
Yeah, drivers beware. Calvert, thank you.